Well, there you have it. There you have it. It was a slight scare, but that front three that has done so well for Liverpool pretty much saw them through. And when I say the front three, this wasn't Salah's best game. Firmino was okay, but again, it's very rare that all three of them did not play well. And for me, Mane was the man of the match. Man of the match. And you look at the game and it's like, I'm sorry, the score line doesn't reflect the 108 minutes that I saw, because I think I saw a guy tweet at me saying that, oh no, you should not show Roma some respect and look at how they got back. I'm sorry, 7-6 does not reflect the 180 minutes. Liverpool were easily the better team over two legs, and Liverpool should have scored way more goals, especially in this game. I think Di Francesco got it tactically wrong in the first leg, but focusing on this match in particular, this was the whole thing of like, or they've never considered it in Rome. That Liverpool front three is different. The Liverpool front three is different, and the way that the ability each of them have, forget about how they connect, is the ability that they have. And every single time that Liverpool would break, either with Salah, with Firmino, or with Mane, you just felt like, if man, Roma are really under pressure. Whereas whenever Roma, fair enough, Roma's tactical, okay, focusing on Liverpool in particular, they just caused Roma issues. Every time that Liverpool came forward, it was as if like, Roma, these guys do not know how to defend these guys. They didn't know how to stop Mane and how unorthodox he was. They didn't know how to stop Firmino with his movements, and Salah just did not have his best game. So again, he wasn't really fully in them. But then you look at what Wijnaldum did in midfield, and how good he was, and how good he was at keeping the ball, and how smart he was with the ball. And Milner and Henderson, you know, being tough in there as well. But again, you look at how the young boys did. Alexander-Arnold and Robertson had a really good game. You know, his distribution with the ball, his movements with the ball, him carrying the ball, I thought was amazing for a guy of his age. And again, just for Roma, they just, like, I knew Liverpool were going to score. I just knew they were going to score, because this team and this front three is different from Chelsea, Atletico Madrid, and Barcelona this season. So, I'm going to Roma. I understand what Roma's tactic was. I think when I was watching it with the Banter guys, they were pissed because they're like, how the hell can Roma play this Route 1 Division 3 football? But I was saying to those guys, it worked. It was effective. For me, that tactic that Di Francesco used, it was effective. You know, and if they didn't lose 5-2, they didn't concede 5 goals, and they actually went and they were actually an anthem with a defensive plan, Roma may have won this game. You know, if Roma defended properly and were much more conservative and pragmatic in that first leg, that long ball caused Liverpool issues, because Liverpool defensively are not great. Karius is not a safe keeper. Lovren is not a defender you can rely upon. And Van Dijk is having to do too much stuff because he knows like, I cannot rely on Lovren. And Roma were like, get that ball in there, bypass the midfielder, get it into the box, keep crossing the ball in, and let us hope a mistake happens, because that's the purpose of that was we must try and get a mistake. We must try and get a mistake. But for me, I would just feel like if once Liverpool just got the ball on the ground and they had the ball to those front three and they were within space, I just felt like the decision making of Mane or Firmino or anything would cause Roma issues. And even when you look at the goal, I think it was Firmino that's played the ball from, I'm not sure. Once you just saw Mane in there, this was just a game where Mane, he was just on it. He focused, kept his composure, had the right connection on the ball. He placed it beautifully well. Left foot, boom, goal. There we go. So, and again for Wijnaldum, I think again right place, right time, boom. So you have to give Klopp and Liverpool credit of going to Rome, forgetting about the record that Roma have in Rome in the Champions League, and just say, you know what, we're going to believe in our football. But I think I was most impressed about them was that Liverpool were under pressure. They went into the game. Their star player, Salah, wasn't on the game. And despite that, they still managed to score 2 goals. You've got to give them credit for that, because I always assumed that Liverpool were a team who they need to have momentum in order for them to be effective. And they showed that no, we don't need to have momentum. We can still ride. We can still ride without the momentum. So just for Roma, you know, because I feel sorry for Nainggolan, because that was an outstanding goal. Absolutely outstanding goal. Dzeko, I thought, played really well. He played really well. But I think, for me, too little too late. Too little too late. And, sorry, that 7-6 is false. That 7-6 is false. So for Roma, man, and this is what I said in my preview. Because, yes, that 7-6 is false, but it's still 7-6. And Liverpool have shown that they can't shut teams down, and they cannot consolidate. So Di Francesco was hitting himself that, man, if only we defended better and did not give away simple, silly, easy goals. If Roma defended better and they don't give silly, easy goals, I think Roma would have gone through. Because I think Roma would have conceded maybe 2-3 goals at Anfield, and then they now come here, and then if they were able to now win 4-2, and if it was like 3-1 or 3-2, then they win 4-2 here, boom, they probably go through. They probably go through. But still, for Liverpool, give them credit. They got it done. And it's a great effort for Klopp, because, again, you know what? Europa League final, Champions League final, he's managed to bring his philosophy to great effect to Liverpool, and deservedly so. Deservedly so. They have, like I told you, for me, they deserve to beat Roma. They deserve to beat Man City. They deserve to beat FC Porto. So I think in every game they've had, it's not if they've been lucky, they rode their luck, they've deserved to win all of their games. So this final is deserved. Now you can make an argument of like, who have they faced? Again, when we're now looking ahead to them facing Real Madrid, have they really faced really top tier opposition? Because City have not really earned their stripes in Europe. So have they really played a team called earned their stripes in Europe yet? We can argue about that, but you can only beat who's in front of you. But I look at that front three, because I always say to myself that Real Madrid, they can't be beaten in the final. These guys are too hardcore. Sergio Ramos is on a mission. Sergio Ramos is going for his legacy. Sergio Ramos wants his legacy in Sax, and he's hungry. He's starving. I kept saying this: Real Madrid cannot be beaten in the final. But I just look at that front three. I look at that front three, and I say to myself that once the referee blows the whistle, it's a football match. It's a football match. Like, experience, big time, big players, big money. Once the referee blows the whistle, it's me against you on this pitch. The media, all that talk doesn't matter. And like, because these guys are talented. And Klopp's tactic and how Klopp is getting his team, which is what he did with Dortmund, we always go forward. We find that pass and we always go forward. We believe in ourselves, and we find the spaces. We find those spaces, and we always try and progress. We always try and progress, and I think they really bought into this mindset very well. And remember, so he now has a full season, because he said, no, they're really, really fully entwined into his psychology of we always move forward. We are energetic, we are tireless, and we are relentless. So, just says to me that, what if? I look at these guys and how they play and how they believe in themselves. It ain't going to be easy. They're overwhelming underdogs. Because as strong as Real Madrid are, in La Liga or the Champions League, have they faced a team like this? And have they faced a front three like this? You understand about Lovren? He's a brick. He's still a Class A brick. But have they faced a front three like this? Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half of Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.